Yo, come show us some love over at mtggoldfishmerch.com. You can get some dice, you can also get tokens, deck boxes, playmats, and merch. This programming is rated R for rad. This content's only for serial chillers. If my decks or playstyle makes you mad, haters can stay mad and touch grass. Salty Gamers requires accompanying parent or adult. Yo, what's up? This video's been brought to you by Card Kingdom. Welcome back to another episode of Single Scoop. I've been seeing this mono white deck pop up on the ladder a bit, and of course, you know, every here and there, like winning a few tournaments or doing 5-0s. This list has just been popping around. So I kind of want to try it for myself, and this mono white deck kind of reminds me of like White Weenie, an old aggro deck that kind of went away. We don't really see all that much anymore, and it just looked really fun. And most importantly, I got to play with one of the sweeter cards from Lorwyn in Figure of Fable. But I also get to go back to my favorite set in Duskmourn in playing cards like Veteran Survivor. This card has been kind of a menace because I often, like in paper and whatnot, love playing that blue-black Excruciator deck. And every time I see this card, if I do not have an answer to this card and I do not answer it fast, it is a rough time for me. So this Veteran Survivor card serves the White Weenie game plan quite nicely, and on top of that is Graveyard Hate, which I think every deck should be playing right now. So this is a sweet one-drop, and of course Figure of Fable, where for as long as your opponent's just doing nothing, you get to just level this Figure of Fable up, and if you get to 6 mana, and it's just like laying around, I don't know, because you don't want to overcommit to the board, then you just get to become this protection from everything. And that is a sweet one-drop. Now, the goal is to hopefully get there, but we'll see. And Kinscare Sentry, another fun Kithkin creature from Lorwyn, being able to put something into play equal to the number of attackers you have, which is pretty great in usually like White Weenie decks, is going to serve as a you know, kind of an additional, like, what's that card I'm thinking of? There's that Ilharg? Ilharg. Yeah, this is like a White Weenie Ilharg, and that's really funny. And you get to put Veteran Survivor into play tapped already, meaning that you can go ahead and trigger Survival. And another card we're using from another set we may have forgotten by now, which is Edge of Eternities. Lumen Class Frigate is such a sweet card that I think was a cool spacecraft when I saw it, when it got printed and all that, and played with it, but it just never found a home in Standard, so if this has a home in Standard, that's great. So let's see how this White Weenie deck plays on the ladder. I'm going to keep this. This looks pretty good. So I'm on the draw, meaning that if this is a discard spell from the opponent, I'm in trouble, right? But seeing as this is a blue source, this means it's something else. So I'm going to start with Warden of the Sky here. This way, next turn, I can play Warden Veteran. See if I can lure out any kind of removal from my opponent here. All right, so it looks like it's going to be blue-white control. Potentially even Voice of Victory. So, let's try this. All right, so we know at least that they do not have a, any kind of a, I don't know, a counter spell or something like that. I accidentally kept a land on top, but you know what? That's because I really wanted that 4th land. Then I get to activate Soulstone Sanctuary. That's not why I did it. I accidentally button mashed the spacebar a little bit too much, if I'm being honest. So, all right. I should be careful here, right? This is looking like it could potentially be board wipe territory. Okay, so here's what I'll do. 1, 2... Oh, wait, hold on. Let me do this again. I'm going to actually activate on the other side of this, where I'm going to use everything but... I'm going to tap everything here, making it so my Wardens can swing. Sure. Now let's see. Wrath here, Day of Judgment. That's pretty brutal, but you know what? What are you going to do? I'll take it. Oh, no. Okay, that's a second too late, if I'm being honest, but sure. Do I care enough to do anything this turn? I mean, I probably want to keep an eye on whatever... I want to shut down my opponent's ability to interact, forcing them to do something right now. Stock up, they're probably going to grab some form of a removal spell, I assume. Oh, okay, sure. The one thing that's really nice about these tokens here is I can go ahead now and send back one of these tokens that I wasn't using before. I'll go ahead and name Sorcery at this point, right? Then I'll go ahead and pass. So now if I draw a land, or they draw a sorcery, it costs them a lot more to do stuff. Yup. All right, did they find an answer? Oh, that's huge here. That's absolutely huge here. Okay, so that means I can swing, put all the tokens into play. They can't interact when they put a 1/1 counter on each of my creatures. And that would be lethal right then and there. Huh. Maybe this mono white deck is gas. I'll keep. This seems pretty good. Start with a Figure of Fable. Does this get eaten up next turn? Maybe? Yeah. Let's see what happens. I should probably play this when I can activate it to then turn it into a 2/3. Okay. Good enough for me, but hey, at least maybe I should have led with the Warden here. That might have been a misplay on my part. Okay, can't attack, but it does sit there, doesn't it? Yeah, let's go ahead and play Kinscare Sentry. So they threw the shock away, telling me that they already have a removal spell. All right, that's 3 things in the yard. They only need 1 more, and they're live. Oh, Bushwhack. That puts every... No, they already had sorcery. Okay. Yeah. I probably, once again, could have played this in a better order, but I luckily did not get punished too hard. That's on me. My bad. Do I want to land? Is that what I'm really looking for here? I mean, being able to play a Warden of this Inner Sky is kind of nice, though. That allows me to then go ahead and just leave up a removal spell. Ooh, the enchantment. Okay. So Patchwork Bestie is live. The Bestie is live. Breakout. What do you got for me? Please, nothing too wild. Oh. Oh my god. That's so sick. Did they just hit FOMO? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So now they can deal me 8 this turn? Oh, okay. Maybe a little bit more. All right. And this turn they get double strike, clocking me for another. Wow. They just dealt me 16 all in one turn. I feel like they had a better turn than me, if I'm being completely honest. I might want to go digging. I'll pass. Let's see what happens. I probably need to... Oh, they just threw away Overprotect? How dead am I? I'm probably super dead if they threw away Overprotect. Yup. Yeah, I gotta try, right? And here I go blocking and hoping that they don't have an answer. I'm just at 1. Not that bad, right? Totally a normal life total. Ouch. Keep. All right. I'm gonna play Warden of the Inner Sky here, and maybe this does not work out for me, but if I find another 1-drop, I can go ahead and tap everything. Oh, nice. All right. I'll have to probably take this turn off from attacking, just so I can tap everything down, get a nice look at what's on top here. Oh, that's pretty good. Suki's nice. I'm going to keep her on top. All right, what do you got for me, opponent? Overlord. Okay, I need to find my 1-drop now. The one that's going to be doing the exiling. So, let's see how this goes. Yeah. Okay. I don't think I need Seam Rip here. I'm going to go ahead and go swinging. That's a 4-burger. And I can only activate this as a sorcery. That feels bad. Awaken the Honored Dead. Oh, I actually want them to pick off the Suki because then this way I can keep my Scry. Okay. Sure. Kind of bad news for me, but... I mean, maybe this is what I gotta do. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature I control. Destroy the Saga. Get all my stuff back. Or get all my creatures pumped. Swing. That's a 6-burger. If they have a land and like a superior Spider-Man here, I'm in trouble. Oh, hold on. So they needed the land this turn. Okay. Oh, no. All right, now they definitely have superior Spider-Man, to no one's surprise. Okay, there it is in their hand. What else do I have here? I gotta crack this clue. That's really, really bad. Okay. I guess if they try to just reanimate, they blow everything up. They bring back Bringer, right? We sack everything. Uh-huh. Makes sense. Yeah, I can't stop that. But I can, however, stop this. Okay. And then, funny enough, if I'm able to kill 2 of these, which I am... yeah, they'll have a lot of tokens. Sure. I had to burn every removal spell there. No, they have another one. GG's. This is a perfect curve. Right, I get to play some silly allies. All right, that's fine. I guess I'm not really doing too much about it anyways. If they have whatever the curve of the ally that makes every other ally into a mana dork, can't really stop that right now. I've got to draw a seam rip. Okay, I can live with this. Sure. Just 2 aggro decks going at it, huh? Love it. Love it. Love it. They just have to sack to make an ally indestructible. Okay. Time to tap everything down. Do I want another land? No, because I've got 2 of them in hand. If they double block here, I could hypothetically kill. Because then if they block, I get to remove 1. That's all I care about. Cool. That's perfect. We've got their Earth Kingdom Protector on the board. That means that if they have their 2/2, they're going to want to keep it alive just because it's got a better stat. But it's going to force them into not using it, which I like. Cool. I'm going to try to play this Suki. I mean, the other ally that they had, the Earth King's Lieutenant, is so strong against us because it would just spiral, right? So I had to make sure I got it out of the way now because I can't answer that yet. Great. Get another body out of this. Love that. So I don't mind throwing that into the sun. Wait, what does this do? Wartime protesters, whenever another ally enters, put a 1/1 creature, and it gains haste. Okay, that's pretty good. Do I have anything that would force my opponent here to tap down? I don't think so. Right, I have no reason to do anything. I've got a super wide board. I can also get pretty big if I find a land now. I'll gain some life back, unfortunately. Earth and Kingdom Protectors. We're just 2 go wide decks, huh? Is that what's going on here? Kind of dig that. On your turn. Okay, cool. So, Suki only triggers on my turn. Not on if I block or do anything wild otherwise. Ooh. Ooh. Hold the phone. Do not care otherwise, right? All I care about is that I get a counter on all my stuff now. They sack their Earth Kingdom Protectors. Sure. Something of mine leaves the battlefield. Yup, got another body back. Oh. Them airbending here is kind of bad for me, isn't it? Woo-hoo! That's real good. That is one hell of a turn they just had there. And that thing flies? Crazy. I do not mind just double blocking the Earth and ally, but I can't block the flyer, unfortunately. I'm going to pass. I think I'm going to pass and I'm going to make another swing. I can live with this. All right. We're going to activate again. Counter target creature or spell. Uh-huh. I might be dead here. Because now that they've got 2 flyers, I don't think I can beat that. Yep, that seems good. What do I do now, right? I mean, I've got an army of stuff and none of it actually does anything. I guess this has flying. Can I get enough power and toughness on board? All right, I get a 1/1. So everything here, this is on the ground. This is haste. Okay, we have 4 ground units. 1 has trample, right? I guess let's make this creature become a 4/4. I need this to get 12, right? So plus 5 and 5. I mean, right now I can swing. That gives all my... Nah, I'm going to just hang back again. Ouch. This is kind of bad for us. Okay, how do I survive this? I can block 4 or like 5. That's fine. I don't think I can survive this. I think they win. Yeah, this is just a full swing and they win. Oh, yeah. This is a good start, right? Veteran Survivor. Come on, not a Llanowar Elf. I never have Llanowar Elf in my green decks when I open. That's not true for others. Dang it. Okay. What new form of sadness will I have? Gene Pollinator, okay? Into Gene Pollinator. That's really good. Huh. I didn't think they'd block, but I'm kind of happy they did. So, yeah, have at it. And let's see. So, I'll go ahead and just play the highest costing thing I can, which is Voice of Victory. And then hopefully next turn I draw a land so I can blow something up like their Ouroboros. And then, Ouroboros. And then play like Figure of Fable. That's the ideal situation right now. Because I know they have Ouroboros. They just played a bunch of mana dorks. I guess my only question is, why did they block? They clearly care about the graveyard to some extent. But they also know that once they pass to me, they can't do anything? Interesting. Oh, wow. I actually drew it. Am I going to regret this? We'll find out. All right. Let's spawn a ton of bodies. Voice of Victory and Suki is kind of nasty, right? Because that immediately trades one of those mobilized tokens for an actual body. Boom, boom. Mobilize 2. Get the 2/1 anyways. That's nice. They're hanging on to something good. And it's Llanowar Elf. That's probably what they've been holding for, totally. They have the same amount of mana they had last turn, so they still have 4 mana. Maybe now they just have more bodies? That's the difference? Ah, which one do you care more about? On the brighter side, I can just play another Suki, so I'm not too worried about that one. But then I wouldn't get to do this, which is so sick. All right, destroy an artifact or an enchantment. Yeah. Let's just blow up that Sheltered by Ghosts. Oh, actually, wait. If I wait a turn, though, I could hypothetically blow up the Gene Pollinator as well. So maybe what I'll do is artifact enchantment. Boom. There's the artifact. There's the enchantment. Pick 2 things off here. That's even better. That's right. I bet you all watching at home are like, but Krim, you could have removed that. And I heard you yelling at your monitor. I heard you yelling, and therefore I did the correct play. So thank you. I guess the question is, can they afford to lose anything here? I guess the answer is no. I'll generate another body. All right, Requisition Raid kind of popped off there. 3, 6 mana at their disposal. Not anything to do, I guess. I'm going to keep... I hopefully draw another white source here, because I'm going to really need one of those. But I do have interaction, like Seam Rip here, which is going to be really good in like those Badger Mole Cub style matchups, right? So, let's hope that they don't have a turn 1 elf, because then I can curve out and play Voice of Victory, which is nice. Gene Pollinator, different. So I'm okay with that. That sounds good. They won't block, so I get a free point of damage in. I like that. Can I draw another land? Badger Mole Cub. Hey, I hear that card's pretty good. Card's not bad. Even though bad is in the name. Badger Mole. Oh boy, here we go. What do you got? What's your 2? Another Badger Mole Cub? Because that's a backbreaker, if I'm being honest with you. Oh, thank God. All right. It's a silly guy. Okay, they have a silly guy. All right, I'm going to just go ahead and swing. All right, so they'll take 2. We're going to have to Seam Rip the Badger Mole Cub right now. Mobilize triggers. They don't do anything. I'll go ahead and sacrifice the clue token to draw a card. But I think they have a Ouroboros. Another Badger Mole Cub. Kind of annoying if I do say so myself. Yeah, they got like 100 mana here. Ooh. Ooh, that's real good. Oh, that's real good. What a punish from this opponent here. Because they're going to get double Badger Mole Cub back. That's crazy. Yeah. Pop off. Yup. Like, in all seriousness, do I have an out here? I don't think so, right? At this point, I'm just I can't play scared, so just swing it out. They can block or not. Up to them. They have so much mana that I just can't come to bring myself into doing anything against them other than hoping that they just don't have it, right? If they just don't draw it, then great. Come on, just dodge. Like, can't that be a land? Oh my god, this opponent, they've only got greatest hits. That's all they play. Hits. God damn. Okay, show me. Show me Ouroboros. A Leyline Weaver, okay. Yep, there's a Llanowar Elf on top, sure. I don't know how I beat this Quantum Riddler, funny enough. This gigantic 4/6 is unbeatable. Oh, there it is. No, they didn't have only hits. They're a humble gamer. They only had Quantum Riddler. Just gotta hang back. They draw 2? Why? Oh my god, they drew 2. And I don't even know why. I kind of drew duds from here on out, but, you know, I at least got to Aven Interrupter my opponent once. Or maybe not. I don't know. We're going to see what's going to happen here. Am I going to get stifled? I am. Wow. Only hits, baby. Okay. GG. I'm not beating that. I'm going to keep. This seems playable. Let's go with, okay, Warden of the Sky. The Inner Sky at least can swing past like a random mana dork, even though I find it very unlikely my opponent's going to play a mana dork and block. However, I do see them very much so just, oh, okay, sure. In I go. I think I'm going to have to take a look at their hand. All right, so sorcery won't matter because I just have to sacrifice. I think we just go enchantment. And then I'll go ahead and just play Warden of the Inner Sky. And then I'll pass. Enchantments cost 1 more. So their whole hand is backed up here. That feels kind of good. All right. Well, probably going to have to kill this little guy. Sorry, Cecil. Like you. Don't like you that much. May as well get started. Let's build up the board. Yeah, I need to start scrying. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll take that. Perfect. I guess I just exile. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to swing 5. I think right now, while I've got the, you know, the board, it's going to be better just to keep swinging and holding up Aven Interrupter. And then I pass. Opponent said good game, but I don't know if they mean it. But sure. Not doing anything. And just like that, we're going to take it home. Like, wow. Who would have guessed that Arachne, or I guess Yura and Oski, her and the cute tarantula, would take them down like that? I'm going to keep. I think we've got a pretty good start here. All right. Veteran Survivor. That's terrifying. But you know what? Let's see if they got removal. If they're just going to deceit me, that's fine. I can live with that. I hate that. Also, the one time I have all the seam rips in the world, I do not see a single Badger Mole Cup. But that's, you know, minor details, I guess. Minor details. Okay, pass. Off to them. Sultai. So I'm getting hit with the little silly land thingy-mabobber. You got it. I'm probably going to have to blow up the Awaken the Honored Dead. I don't want them to get any more value than they're going to get. I do want a way to return that 1-drop back to my hand, but yeah, I don't think I can sit and wait. Sure. Deceit in the yard. Sucks. It's annoying. Not the end of the world. They take my Get Lost here, because Seamrip has no applications in this matchup. Interesting. All right, let's see if this works. I'll get to put Veteran Survivor into play, which is huge. Which means I can hit him and exile here. That was a huge draw for us. Because regardless of what they do this turn now, you know, like, who cares, right? I got rid of their Deceit. Deceit again. Okay. There goes my Kinscare. What do you got for me? Huh. Interesting. I guess I'll just have another one of those Deceits picked off then. Oh, sauce. Okay, opponent. They're doing the thing. Zuko's Conviction off the top rope. Instant speed. If it's not kicked, they get to just return a creature from the graveyard to their hand. That's a pretty good way to use that, to be honest with you. I mean, they are right to just continuously bounce Kinscare until they can answer the Veteran Survivor, right? All right. You're going to be coming off the top rope again. Let's find out. All right. I'm going to once again exile. You got another Zuko's Conviction. No way, you do. You actually do. That's wild. Yeah, here you go. So all they need is another black source and one removal spell. That's their game plan right now. Oh, well, all right then. I just try for this, right? Oh, it's over then. GG's. Target player. I'll be the player. Thank you very much. Although I could have actually... Wait, why did I even do that? I could have put it into play. I had two attackers. I just wanted to let them know I could, though. Is there a world where I just play Figure of Fable? I mean, this isn't bad. It's a good start. All right. Warden of the Inner Sky. Lead us to victory. I guess next turn I can go ahead and immediately play Figure of Fable. Oh, High Noon. Well, I guess that makes that pretty easy then, huh? Okay. Well, there it is. I can't do too much anyways, so I'm going to just go ahead and pass. I can blow up that Requisition Raid, but kind of find it pointless to right now. I'm going to go to combat. Let's see if I can draw something out of their hands. Great. If they don't do anything, then I get to hold up my hand. I'll go ahead and plot that, which they can then use to then bounce something later, but then their turn's done, right? If they don't do something, then all my stuff grows here, and that I do like. Not even going to swing. And then I'll lead off with Figure of Fable. Am I going to regret this? We'll find out. Looks like I mean, I have no other play anyway, so sure. Tap my whole board down here, because I think they're just going to sit and do nothing, right? I get to at least surveil this way, or scry. Another land that does now turn on all my stuff. So I like that. That's good. That's good. That's really good. Sure. All right, so looks like Aang Swift Savior is going to pick off my baby figure. All right. Yep, seems good. So now Aang costs them nothing to play, which is okay with me, actually. Aha. Okay, now we've got too many lands. So let's go to combat. I guess I just keep playing the same thing, right? Okay. I'm going to just crew another 2 in there. Or put another 2 into the ship. Hold up my mana. Wan Shi Tong. Yes, that's fine. Go ahead. Can't really stop there. Can't do much about that. All right, so I'm taking 3 from the opponent. Thank you. They have no red mana, so they can't instant speed High Noon me, right? That's the main thing I care about here. All right, let's see what they Aang with again. Maybe they just bounce me now. Or yeah, okay. Okay, sure. Warden back to my hand. Seems strong. I want to get 3 more mana. Huh. Okay, so they've got nothing else for me, huh? Okay, that's good enough for me. And then now I'll go ahead and, I don't know, exile Aang or something like that. You never know when that might matter. The 3 life I just gained back was pretty big, though. They have their funny little guy, their own Aang. I assume that's just going to go ahead and eat up my my Lumen-class Fragate here. Maybe they send back the Figure of Fable. I don't know. Okay. Solid. Technically, Lumen-class Fragate's already 2 mana, so there's no reason to do anything there. If I just swing, I get to go ahead and pump my team. And right now, they're under the gun of High Noon, right? I technically have more pressure than they do, because I have Abandoned Air Temple. So I don't even have to actually play anything. Aha. Come on, opponent. What do you got for me? There's got to be something. What's this emergency big red button you've got in hand right now, opponent? I know you got something. Huh. They're just going to let yours truly go back all the way back up to 20, huh? Okay. Here it is. And then I'll just go ahead and tap down Figure of Fable. Yura and Oski, that's kind of sick, but also, do I need that right now? No, not really. You got it. All right, let's go and use the ability here. Wan Shi Tong, he's back at it. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that doesn't change anything. They're going to draw a card. Sure, they're always going to draw cards. Can't stop that. Sure. I guess I could have done a little bit more, but it's fine. And then I guess with that now, I'm going to go ahead and just tap everything down. I could have gotten more damage in, but I felt like that was pointless. And maybe that was wrong, but I kind of like it as a play right now. Because now they can't answer Veteran Survivor. And if you're tired of the typical elf ball, instead of winning the game, this elf deck is looking to steal all your cards with the brand new Marilyn Faye Ascendant.